The stars were a silent jury as the smuggler's ship Crucible cut through the void. Captain Mason Ward leaned against the reinforced hull of the command deck, arms crossed, jaw clenched, watching the emerald-skinned woman laugh, like the galaxy hadn't burned. Haha, restore my throne, and the Snuvva between my legs is all yours, she joked, her sharp teeth flashing as she leaned over the holographic map, her voice layered with playful venom. Mason didn't laugh. She always did this when she was scared. Zyre had been a warlord, once. Crowned empress of the Thalari Dominion before it shattered like glass under the boots of the Varn Empire. A throne lost. A kingdom of stars turned to ash. And Mason? Just a Terran soldier who'd been too stubborn to die in a war he never signed up for. They met in the ruins of Caraxes Prime, him bleeding out, her throne room in flames. She saved him with a stolen medpack. He saved her with a stolen gun. That was 10 years ago. Now, they were ghosts in a galaxy that had forgotten their names. You still think it's funny? Mason asked, nodding at the map. We pull this off and we're not laughing. We're dead. Zyre straightened, her expression hardening. I stopped laughing a long time ago. Her voice dropped. The humor vanished. But if I don't joke, I'll remember what they did to my people. To my sisters. To my crown. And I can't carry that weight all the time. Mason turned away, fists tight. He remembered the scorch-marked prisons. The mass graves on Beltara. Her screams in the interrogation vault. And he remembered his promise. If you ever want it back, your throne, your people, I'll fight for it. Even if it killed him. The plan was madness. Zyre's throne was sealed beneath the Imperial fortress on Jover 9, now converted into a Varn military command hub. Heavily guarded. Heavily shielded. No way in without suicide. Unless you had a human. The Varn never expected humans to care. Never expected Mason Ward. He wore an old Varn officer's uniform, stitched from memories and stolen identities. Zyre posed as his prisoner. Her wrists were chained, her gaze fiery with defiance. It wasn't entirely an act. They walked through the gates of the enemy fortress, like shadows wearing faces. You know, she murmured as they descended into the heart of the command vault, if this goes sideways, you'll die in the same place I lost everything. Then we'll both be ghosts, Mason said. Together. She looked at him. Really looked. You were never one of us. Never owed me anything. Why did you stay? He hesitated. Then, because no one else did. The throne room was deeper than he remembered. The guards were faster than he expected. The fight was brutal. Zyre tore through them like a tempest, every movement a song of vengeance. Mason covered her flank, plasma bolts searing past his ear. One struck his side. Another grazed her arm. But they made it. To the throne. It still stood, surrounded by ruin, its dark steel frame humming with lost power. Zyre staggered forward. It's still here, she breathed. After everything, it waited. Mason collapsed beside her, bleeding. It wasn't the throne that mattered. It was you. She turned and saw the wound. No. No, Ward, you don't get to do this. Not now. He smiled faintly. Guess I finally found something worth dying for. Zyre knelt, pressed her hands against the burn. You're not dying, not yet. You hear me? I need you. Not just for this. For me. His breath hitched. Is that a royal command? She laughed, through tears. Damn right. And when you live, I'll show you what a real empress gives her champions. He winced. That better not be another joke. She kissed him. It wasn't. They escaped through fire. The people rose. The rebels who had waited in silence, who had carried Zyre's name in whispers, flooded the streets. With Mason's transmission of the throne room's recapture broadcast across 10 systems, the Varn faltered. The Dominion rose again. Weeks later, beneath twin moons, Mason sat beside the new empress. "You said something about a throne and Snuvva." Zyre grinned. "Still interested?" He shrugged. "I didn't die for nothing."
She leaned in.
"You lived for everything." And under alien skies, where pain once ruled and power had been stolen, a Terran soldier and an exiled empress found what empires never could: hope, and maybe love.